Look, the reason this topic messes with your head so much isn't just about numbers or jobs lost or gained. It's about what you see happening around you every damn day. Companies chasing cheaper labor overseas, people you know losing their jobs, uncertainty creeping into every contract, every plan. It feels like outsourcing is sucking the life out of real work at home, right? Like buying cheap labor abroad is just killing local jobs, killing hopes for your teams, your families, your communities. And that rage, it's real, because on top of everything, you're expected to just accept it. To pretend this is the way the world works and there's no other game in town. But here's the brutal truth. Offshore outsourcing isn't the enemy. It's how most people use it that ruins everything. It's the lazy, short-sighted move by businesses that treat jobs like commodities to toss around. When you just offload tasks overseas without a plan, without seeing the bigger picture, you end up burning bridges with your own workforce and losing valuable control over your product and culture. That's not globalization, that's settling. And settling is poison for founders, investors, leaders like you who want impact and growth. So how do you fix this? First, stop running from the complexity. You need to see offshore outsourcing not as a cost-cutting tool, but as a strategic option, one piece of a smart global puzzle. Yes, go look beyond just the cheapest offer. Think about quality, about skills, about agility, about parts of your operation where global teams can actually add something you cannot build locally. You want to grow? Invest fiercely in bridging cultural gaps. Build real integrated teams, not just cheap labor pools. Train your local leaders to work alongside offshore partners, not just boss them or ignore them. Second, own your role in it. Don't let outsourcing become your excuse to strip down the core of innovation and craftsmanship from your company. Keep your core high-value roles close. Keep your critical thinking, your most complex problem-solving near you. Outsource what's truly tactical and standardized. This is how you create new kinds of jobs, not just shift them. Third, push back on the old story that cheap jobs overseas are just inevitable and that you have to live with losing local jobs. Fight for a new model where capital funds transformational ventures that do both, empower global talent and build local resilience. Support networks that align remote teams with the mission and culture of the company, where every contributor is connected not by geography but by purpose and accountability. Finally, don't drown in the noise of nationalism or tribalism trying to convince you that global competition is a zero-sum game. The biggest upside of globalization is access to diverse skills and ideas that you can't get inside one country. Your job is to harness this diversity, not to shut it down with walls or fear. Here's the bottom line. Offshore outsourcing isn't the problem. The problem is how the conventional system uses it, like an expense item instead of a strategic asset. You want to beat this? Start thinking differently. Bring together the few people who can actually change the rules. Founders willing to build new cross-border teams from scratch. Investors who back bold global integration, not just local cost savings. Operators who don't settle for shortcuts, but build trust and structure across oceans. Stop being a passive player in this game. Own the global strategy. Demand transparency, flexibility, and real partnerships. Push for continuous skill upgrading, both at home and abroad. Force this system to create jobs that matter, that last, that build wealth beyond immediate cost gain. You're not just running a company, you're reshaping what work means in a connected world. So take that power seriously, use outsourcing as a tool, not a crutch, and watch new kinds of opportunities rise. Global jobs that don't replace, but multiply. If you get this right, you don't lose jobs, you create them. You don't just save costs, you boost innovation. And you don't just play the game, you change it. So act now. Don't wait for anyone else to fix this. This is your moment to push through the noise and turn globalization from a threat into your biggest advantage. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to learn more.